Good evening, I'm Stefan Cruz with High School Rewind and Xfinity On Demand. Tonight is a Region 4 matchup with the Pleasant Grove Vikings and the Riverton Silverwolves. While the Pleasant Grove Vikings are led by Michael Anderson, who had over 300 yards and 2 touchdowns last week in a victory over Lehigh, the Riverton Silverwolves are led by BJ Newman on defense, who had 22 tackles last week in a defeat against Bingham. Now, the interior of the defense will be tested again with the Vikings, as the Riverton Silverwolves have a stable of running backs they will be handing off the ball to tonight, while the Riverton's secondary will be tested as Michael Anderson will be throwing to Skylar Munson, who had over 200 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns on the year. Let's head up to the booth now as we get ready for kickoff. And the opening kickoff is underway as the Pleasant Grove Vikings receive it back at their own 5-yard line. He's going to cross the 10 and get down just at the 17-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Connor Henderson leads the Vikings out onto the field with 3 wide and 2 in the backfield. The ball snapped. It's a delay give off to the running back, and he finds no running room and bounces off a few other tacklers as he crosses the 20. Michael Anderson back in the backfield, ready to receive the snap. Ball's off. He looks to his left, far side of the field, swings the ball out to his running back. He's got plenty of room to make a move, and he stretches across for the 1st down. It's going to be close. 3rd and 1 for the Vikings as Anderson's in the backfield with Levi Lloyd next to him. 4 wide. It's going to be a delayed handoff to his left. He meets a couple tacklers and he stretches for the 1st down. It's going to be close. Might bring up a short 4th situation. As they're going to bring it out to measure. Colton Babb was just short on the 3rd down run, and they're going to be going for it as the Vikings lead the offense on the field. Michael Anderson in the backfield. Receives the snaps. He's running out to the near side. Looks like it's going to be a quarterback keeper with the option to punt, and it's blocked by the Silverwolves.
By the Silverwolves out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
Big specials team play by the Silverwolves. It's going to be a handoff to the right. That is Jared Mahoney as he's met after a few yard gain. It looks like it's going to be 2nd
Number 7, Jared
and 5.
the ball carrier.
Up quickly. It's going to be another quick handoff. No, he's rolling out. And he's brought down the backfield as he finds no running room. That is number 35, Gavin Sargent. 3rd and 5 as the Silverwolves line up. Fakes the handoff. It's an option. And number 2, Stratton Brown, is on the right side. And he's going to walk in for the touchdown.
Number 2, Stratton Brown from 15 yards out.
For the Vikings, as Michael Anderson's under center, steps back to get the shotgun. Colton Babb in the backfield with him as he's got 4 wide. It's going to be a delayed handoff as he fakes the handoff, and Anderson takes it around the left side, and he's met by the interior of the Riverton Silverwolves defense. 2nd down and 5 for the Vikings. Anderson in the shotgun. Colton Babb in the backfield. As he hands it off to Colton Babb again, he's wrapped up in the backfield by 3 Silverwolf defenders. It's going to be 3rd and long now for the Vikings. It's Colton Babb with Anderson. Anderson receives the snaps. He's going to fake to Babb. He's going to look out to the swing pass on the outside. He's going to have plenty of room. He's going to get the 1st down as he breaks it down the far sideline. 1st and 10 of the 20. Babb is now in at quarterback as he's in the shotgun. With a man in motion, he's going to hand it off around the near side, and he's going to meet a few defenders as he scrambles for a few extra yards. Anderson now back in at quarterback with Babb in the backfield. He's going to step back. He's going to look to the close side, and that's Munson complete, and he's going to be close to a 1st down for the Vikings. 1st and 10 for Anderson and the Vikings as he's in the shotgun with Babb in the backfield. It's going to be a quick underside pitch, as I believe that's Ploy, and he's met with the entire interior defense of the Silverwolves. 2nd down 9 for the Vikings on the 31 as Anderson steps back. He's got Babb and Ploy in the backfield and Munson on the near side. The snap. He's going to hand it to Ploy. Ploy's going to look for running room on the left side, and he's met by the interior defense of the Silverwolves as they push him back. Looks like he's not going to gain an inch. It's going to be 3rd and 9 for the Vikings. With Babb to his right. He's going to roll out to the near side. He's looking downfield. He's going to pass to Mutson. It's going to be picked off and intercepted by Stratton Brown as he's trying to find running room on the right side. Far side, he breaks a few tackles. He's headed down inside the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Silverwolves from the 22-yard line. Connor Henderson's going to hand off to the left side. He's got room. He's going to be tripped up over a defender. Great tackle there. That was Lagarde Toavio on the carry. Up offense now for the Riverton Silverwolves as Anderson's going to hand off up the middle. He's looking for running room, and he's stuffed up after a minimal game. It's going to be 3rd and 7 for the Silverwolves. Riverton hurries to the line. It's now 3rd and 4. Man in motion is Toavio, and it's going to be a handoff. No, it's swinging out right. It's a pass off to number 20. He's tripped up, but not after getting the first down. That's B.J. Newman with the reception. 1st down for the Silverwolves. 3rd and 13 now for the Silverwolves as there's an illegal block on the previous play to B.J. Newman. Henderson in the backfield. He's going to pitch around the right side. That is Stratton Brown trying to find running room. He's going to gain a couple yards before he's wrapped up and taken down on the far sideline just across the 20-yard line.
Stratton Brown on the carry.
Riverton lined up to punt. After some strenuous offensive play, Skylar Munson back deep inside his own 5-yard line to receive the punt. The punt is away. It's a line drive. It may have hit a Viking player, and it's going to be downed at the 1-yard line. Great special teams play again.
Down at the 1-yard line.
The Vikings 1st and 10 from the 1-yard line. Anderson behind center. It's going to be a handoff to Babb, and he's chopped down at the 1-yard line. Doesn't look like he got any yardage. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Vikings. Anderson lined up now. Babb to his right. And he's going to roll out and punt the ball away on 3rd and 9. It's going to cross the 50 as the Vikings are going to down it there. And the Riverton Silverwolves will take possession with 2:49 left here in the first quarter. 7-0 Silverwolf game. 1st and 10, Silverwolves from the 32 as penalties have backed them up. Henderson hikes. He's going to roll out to the near side. He's going to throw to the sideline off the fingertips of what looks like number 35, Gavin Sargent. Anderson under center. He hikes, hands it off up the middle. He's looking for running room as he's stacked up by the Vikings. Looks like he's going to get about a half a yard on the carry. Henderson under center. It's 3rd and 7 from the 34 for the Silverwolves. He's going to roll out to his right, pitch a pass, wide open for the first down. Is, I believe, number 20, B.J. Newman. 10 now for the Silverwolves on the 46-yard line after a great completion to B.J. Newman. Anderson under center. He's going to quarterback keeper up the middle as he scrambles for about maybe 4 yards to get it to the 50-yard line. He's just going to be just short. It's going to be 2nd down and 6 for the Silverwolves. 2nd down and 6 for the Silverwolves as Henderson's under center. He's going to fake a handoff off the middle up to the left side. Is number 1, Legrand Toavoy, with a carry for no gain. As Henderson's under center. 3rd down and 6 from the 50-yard line. Toavoy in motion. It's going to be a handoff. Just as he rolls out right, it's going to be a dump-off pass to Jared Mahoney as he's going to get the first down as he scrambles for extra yardage.
Henderson's pass is
2nd 10 from the 41-yard line. The Silverwolves line up. Man in motion to the near side. Anderson fakes the handoff, and it goes to Gavin Sargent on the right side as he's going to get the first down right before the end of the quarter for the Silverwolves. 1st and 10 at the beginning of the second quarter. Riverton leads 7-0 over the Vikings. Man in motion is Brown. It's going to be a handoff up the middle as he's wrapped up for minimal gain. 2nd down and 8 now for the Silverwolves. Anderson under center, 2 in the backfield. He's going to drop back and pass, quick drop as he dumps it off to the right side. He's got room to make some moves. It's Preston McMullen. Riverton offense is in full effect here as Anderson goes on a keeper again up the middle. He's going to get about 4 yards on his right side. It's going to be 2nd and 6 now for the Riverton Silverwolves. 2nd down and 7 for Riverton. Anderson under center. Man in motion is Tovio. He receives the pitch on the left side. He's got some room. He tries to make a first man miss as he's wrapped up for a few yards. It's going to be 3rd and what looks like 4 for the Riverton Silverwolves. Riverton hurries the line as Anderson snaps the ball. As he heads on the outside is Stratton Brown as he leaps over a defender and gets down inside. There is a flag on the play. No penalty on the play as the official picks up the marker. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Silverwolves at the 3-yard line. Stratton Brown in motion as Anderson tees the quarterback keeper up the middle. It looks like he has it. We'll wait the official call. Touchdown Riverton as Anderson keeps it and heads up the middle to give them a 13-0 lead over the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Anderson back on the field now in the shotgun. He's going to drop back, look to the near side. He's going to sling it. There's a reception, and he's dragged down, and a ball is out. A fumble, and it heads out of bounds. Lucky for the Vikings as they retain possession. 2nd down and 12 now after the fumble by Scott. Anderson the shotgun. He's got 2 backs in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to the right side. I believe that's Babb, and he's going to break a few tackles as he muscles his way forward across the original marker. Get back to the original line of scrimmage plus a yard or 2. It's going to be 3rd down and 8 or 9 for the Vikings. Hurry up offense now for the Vikings. Anderson in the shotgun formation. He's going to look to his far side. The pass is out to Munson. Munson didn't get his head around in time, and it's going to go incomplete for the Vikings. 4th and 8 for Pleasant Grove. 1st and 10 now for the Silverwolves. Henderson under center. He's going to snap it, fake it around the right side, and he's going to meet a pack of Viking defenders for a loss of a half a yard. 2nd 11 for the 44-yard line for the Silverwolves. Man in motion is Toivoyo. Henderson's going to hand off. Toivoyo on the left side. He's going to meet the exterior defense of the Vikings after gaining about 3. High-paced offense continues here for Riverton as Henderson's under center. Man in motion again. Henderson's going to keep as he rolls out to the near side. He's going deep. He's got a man that's draped coverage by the Vikings.
Henderson's pass is incomplete.
Great job by Pleasant Grove's number 20, Braden Cox, on the coverage. Anderson leads a struggling offensive Vikings back onto the field. Man in motion is Babb. Anderson's going to keep it on the near side as he matches up with a few Silverwolves defenders. He's going to gain about a yard on the quarterback keeper. It's going to be 2nd and 9 for Pleasant Grove. Skylar Munson in the backfield again as Babb's in motion. Skylar Munson's going to roll out to his right as he's looking to pass. He's going to dump it off to the flat. He's going to get a 1st down and more as he's pushed out of bounds. I believe that's number 4, the quarterback, Michael Anderson, on the reception. 1st and 10 now from the 39-yard line for the Vikings. Man in motion. It's going to be Skylar Munson rolling out a quarterback keeper, and he's going to have some room on the near sideline, and he's going to be met and pushed out of bounds by multiple Silverwolf defenders. And he's going to be past the 1st down. Another set of downs for the Vikings as they get their offense rolling here. Skylar Munson finding success running a Wildcat offense here for the Vikings tonight. Michael Anderson, far side of the field out wide. Babb in motion. It's going to be a man. Babb's going to get the handoff on the delay, and he's going to cross the 50-yard line. There's a flag on the play. Skylar Munson still back behind center in the shotgun with Babb in motion. He's going to fake the handoff to Babb and pitch it to Lavoie. Lavoie is going to push his way across the 50-yard line, carrying Silverwolf defenders with him, as it's going to be 3rd down and 6 for the Vikings. 2nd down and 5 now for the Vikings. Munson still behind center, still in the shotgun, playing quarterback for the Vikings. Babb in motion now. He's going to fake the handoff to Babb, roll out to the far side. It looks like he's going to keep it on the sweep. He's got some room. He hurdles a player and he gets the 1st down as he crosses the 40-yard line down to the 30, looks like 7-yard line for the Vikings. Skylar Munson receives the snap. He's going to fake the handoff to Babb. Babb's leading the block as he comes to the near side. He cuts it upfield, and he's going to gain about 4 yards as he crosses the 40-yard line down to the 36. It's going to be 2nd down now for the Vikings. Down and 8 now for the Vikings. Munson keeping the Silver Wolf defense in check now as he's running a very effective Wildcat. Stiff arm as he runs to the right side. He's going to hold up and get tagged by a player after a gain of 1 as he gets the ball down to the 35-yard line now. As it's going to be 3rd down for the Vikings. 3rd down and 7 now for the Vikings. Man in motion's bad. Low snap for Munson. Munson's winding out by the 50. He's going to cut it back and throw a ball up for grabs. Just trying to get away from it. Waiting for the official call. That might be an intentional grounding, and there's the flag. Skylar Munson just trying to get rid of the ball as the Vikings get an intentional grounding call on 3rd and long. 5 minutes left in the first half. Riverton leading 14-0 over the Vikings as the Vikings are getting ready to punt near block as B.J. Newman comes up to handle the punt and filled it, and the Vikings down it inside the 15. Great special teams play by the Vikings. Costly penalty there for the Silverwolves as the roughing penalty gives the Vikings an automatic 1st down. Munson still a QB in the shotgun. Receives the snap. Excuse me, that's Anderson now. He's going to throw. Wide open is going to be a touchdown for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Michael Anderson comes in and throws a strike to a wide open. I believe that's Caleb Jensen on the near side.
Number 22, Cody Scott.
Excuse me, number 22, Cody Scott with the reception for the touchdown. Riverton lines up quickly. Anderson under center. Excuse me, Henderson. It's going to be a handoff to the right side. I believe that's Coates with the carry. He's going to gain about 4. It's going to be 2nd down and 5 for the Silverwolves. Henderson under center. He's going to fake the handoff. It's going to be B.J. Newman around the left side. He's going to cut it back, break a few tackles, looking for room as he's going to cross the 25-yard and get a 1st down for the Silverwolves. Brand new set of downs for Riverton. Henderson under center again, 2 in the backfield, tight formation. Henderson's going to drop back, look to the near side. It's a pass to Coates, Sargent. Sargent's going to pull it in for a short gain.
Henderson's pass is complete to number 32, Derek Coates.
Was Derek Coates on the reception. Number 32, Derek Coates. It's going to be 2nd down now for the Silverwolves, 2nd down and 5. Fast-paced offense now for Riverton as he's going to hand it off up the middle, breaking a few tackles, struggling across the yardage. He's going to have a 1st down. I believe that is Jared Mooney, Gavin Sargent on the carry. He's going to have the 1st down. New set of downs at the 44-yard line for the Riverton Silverwolves. Silverwolves are moving in reverse here as it's 1st down and 20. Henderson takes the snap. It's going to be a quick handoff up the middle, and he's met with a few tackles and bounces back as it looks like he's going to be met at line of scrimmage. That is number 35, Gavin Sargent. 2nd down and 20 now. Riverton approaches the line with their stable of running backs. Henderson takes the handoff. It's going around the outside. It's up the middle. Breaking tackles is number 1, Legrand Tovoyo, as he gets back within striking distance of a 1st down. It's going to be 3rd and 4 now for the Riverton Silverwolves. Another penalty leads the Silverwolves back to the 19-yard line. It's 2nd and 34 now. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and it's a gain of about 2 on the play. It's going to be 3rd and extremely long by Riverton now. 3rd and forever for the Silverwolves, lining up on the 22-yard line. It's going to be another handoff on the outside. That's Brown taking it wide. He's got plenty of room as he heads down the sideline. He's going to get almost to the 1st down as he breaks a long one. That is Stratton Brown with a big run to get the Silverwolves back near a 1st down territory. Vikings got 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. It's Anderson rolling out to his right, looking downfield. He's going to fire. Man wide open at the 35-yard line. It looks like Skylar Munson on the reception. 1st down, Vikings. Fence here. A minute 16 left in the first half. Riverton leads 14-7 over Pleasant Grove. Anderson in the shotgun. Low snap, struggles with it as he rolls out. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's not going to get away as Riverton Silverwolves defense corrals him in the backfield for the sack. 3rd and 16 now. Anderson back in the shotgun. Interesting formation. He struggles to get the snap of the shotgun. He's going to draw back, roll out to the near side. He's looking downfield. Looks like he's going to keep it, and he launches to the near sideline. Looks like a completion to number 11 of the Pleasant Grove Vikings, Dallin Hatch. 1st and 10 from the 7-yard line. Man in motion And it's going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle, as that's Connor Henderson with the carry. Riverton's offense lines up with a 14-7 lead over the Pleasant Grove Vikings. It's Connor Henderson coming out to his right side. He's going to take a block or take a tackle, a couple hits, and there's a flag on the play as he gets about 3 yards. We'll wait for the official call.
Henderson keeps the ball. There is a flag.
First and long from the 24-yard line for the Silverwolves. Henderson hands it off. It's a double handoff as up the middle is LeGrand Tavoyo, and he's going to get back to the original marker and then some. It's going to be 2nd and 6 for the Silverwolves. 14-7 lead here for Riverton.
2nd down and 6.
As Henderson is under center, he's going to hand it off, fake the handoff, and he's going to get caught in the backfield, and there's going to be a sack on the play. It looked like some confusion on where the ball was going by Henderson, and he gets caught up by the Vikings defense. 3rd and long for Riverton as Henderson's under center. One in the backfield. That's Brown in motion, shifting. And he's going to hand the ball. He's rolling out to his near side, actually, and he's going to throw it. Is it complete? Waiting for the official rule. Looks like it's going to be complete. Just past the 35-yard line, possibly the 37-yard line. As Henderson completes the reception. In motion is Babb. Babb receives the handoff as he heads around the far side. He breaks a few tackles as he gets close to the 25-yard line. Looks like a pickup of just shy of 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and just over 5 yards for the Vikings. 2nd down now and 3 for the Vikings as Anderson rolls out on a keeper. He's looking downfield. He's got a man. It's off the hands of number 11, Dallin Hatch, as he was unable to bring it in. It was a great pass there by Michael Anderson. Unable to corral it was number 11, Dallin Hatch. 3rd down now and 3 for Pleasant Grove. Anderson in the shotgun formation. He's got Babb. He fields the low snap. He's going to pass to the right, and that's Munson. As he heads out of bounds, he's going to have the 1st down. Quick pass there by Anderson. After the timeout, it's 2nd down and 10. Vikings down by 7. Anderson the shotgun. Bunch formation to the near side. Man on the backfield. He's going to look for the wide receiver bubble screen. It's Skylar Munson. He's unable to corral it. Looks like they're going to be ruled down on contact, although there's going to be a late hit and a personal foul on the Riverton Silverwolves as a flag flies in after the incomplete pass to Munson. 3rd and 5 now after the personal foul penalty on the Silverwolves. Anderson in the backfield with Babb. Scott in the near side, Munson to the far side. He's going to take the shotgun. He's going to look to go deep. He's going to pass off the hands of a defender, and it's deflected incomplete as he was looking for Munson on the post play.
Incomplete.
1st down and 10 now for the Riverton Silverwolves. Henderson under center. He's going to snap it off to the right side. He's a chop tackle down. Looks like he's going to lose maybe a half a yard. Number 20 on the carry. BJ Newman on the carry. As Henderson gets under center. Man in motion. He's going to hand it off up to the left side. That's number 7 for Riverton as he breaks off some tackles. It's Jared Mooney as he's going to be close to the 1st down. Looks like a gain of about 8 yards.
Jared Mooney on the...
Anderson and the Vikings offense take the field. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. He's got 4 wide. That's Babb in motion. He's going to fake the handoff to Babb and fall back to strike. It's Munson. He's got overtop coverage. He goes up and corrals it. It looks like he's going to bring it in at the 45-yard line, 44-yard line. And that's Skylar Munson complete. 1st and 10 as they move the chains. Vikings headed downfield. Anderson the shotgun. That's Babb in motion. He's going to hand it off to Babb on the sweep. Babb's going to cut it upfield. He's going to run into no room as he's corralled in the backfield. As it looks like he's probably going to lose a yard. It's going to be 2nd and 11 now for the Vikings.
Pleasant Grove.
Fast-paced offense again. 4 wide for Anderson with Babb in the backfield. He's going to hesitate. Delay handoff, fake the pass. Babb's got plenty of room to run. He's cut it outside of the sideline before he's corralled close to the 1st down marker. He's going to be close. This might need a measurement as Babb took it upfield on the delayed handoff. Colton Babb picks up the first down on the run. Anderson now behind the center with Babb in the backfield. He's running the option to the right with Babb, and he's looking, he pitches to Babb behind the backfield, and Babb struggles upfield to get some extra yards. Looks like he's going to pick up about 4 as he gets close to the 30-yard line. It's going to be about the 31-yard line. Too wide to the bottom of your screen for Anderson. Anderson's back to pass. He pump fakes. He's looking deep. That's Munson. It doesn't look like he's going to get there. Was he able to corral the interception, and it's incomplete. He wasn't able to stay in bounds as the Silverwolves don't get a break there. B.J. Newman was unable to corral in the interception. 3 tied on the near side, and Anderson's going to roll out towards us. As he looks towards the middle, it's tipped up in the air. It's off a defender and almost picked off by number 36 of the defense. 4th and 7 now for the Vikings, and it appears that they're going to go for it. It's possible it might be one of those pooch pumps, as they have 2 wide to the bottom of the screen. And it's Anderson in the shotgun with Babb behind him in the backfield. Anderson's looking to his left, looking to the near side. He's going to fire. Wide open is Hatch, and Hatch looks like he dropped it. And it looks like an incomplete ball. Turnover on downs. It's going to be the Riverton Silverwolves ball. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Big defensive stop there for Riverton as their offense takes over the ball on downs. It's going to be a handoff to number 7 as he heads upfield. And that is Jared Mooney, and he runs into a wall of Silverwolves defenders. It's going to be 2nd down and about 8 for the Silverwolves. 2nd down now as Henderson hands the ball up the middle. He's going to break a few tackles as he heads off to his right. He's going to gain about 5 yards. It's number 1, LeGrand Tavoya. 3rd and 1 now. Henderson under center. He's going to hand it off up the middle, and he's going to meet a wall of defenders. Lucky if he got back to the line of scrimmage. It's number 35, Gavin Sargent, and it's going to be 4th and 1 now for the Silverwolves.
No gain on the play.
Anderson the shotgun. He's going to pitch it outside to Babb. Babb's going to find some running room. He clears through the tacklers, and it looks like he's going to be across the 19-yard line, close to a 1st down. He's going to be just short. It's going to be 2nd and 2 for the Vikings offense. 2nd and 1 now for the Vikings offense. Anderson in the shotgun, bunch formation on the near side. It's another pitch to Babb. He finds less room this time, but he cuts it back. Beautiful run there, and he's got more. He crossed the 30, the 40. He stiff-armed a defender. He's pushed out of bounds past the 45-yard line. Great way to make something out of nothing by Colton Babb as he crosses the 45-yard line for the Vikings. It's going to be 1st down, moving the chains. 1st and 10 now from the 48-yard line after a great run by Colton Babb. It's going to be an inside pitch there to Tyler Herzog as he crosses the 50-yard line. There's a flag on the play as he gets tackled at the 45. We'll wait for the official call. It looks like it's in the backfield. 1st and 10 now for Pleasant Grove as the Riverton Silverwolves help him out there with a face mask penalty. Anderson the shotgun. Babb in the backfield. He's going to hand off to Babb. Babb's looking for room as he cuts back. He drags the tackler across the 20-yard line as he heads down for a gain of what looks like 9 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 1 now for the Pleasant Grove Vikings as they're driving down the field on the Riverton Silverwolves. 2nd and 1 now. Anderson in the shotgun formation with Babb in the backfield with him. He's looking to Babb. He's going to head upfield as Babb's going to cross the 1st down marker. Looks like a 1st down as he crossed the 20-yard line into the 16. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line for Pleasant Grove. Colton Babb has been quite the workhorse here. 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. Pleasant Grove still trailing by 7. He's going to fake the handoff. Henderson gets caught, and he drags the tackler across to the 15-yard line. He's going to pick up a few. It's going to be 2nd down now for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. 3rd down and 8 now for the Vikings. Babb and Herzog in the backfield with Anderson. Anderson the shotgun formation. He's looking to Babb's way. Babb's trying to break the tackles as he heads up across the 10-yard line, dragging Silverwolf defenders with him. It's across the 5-yard line. It looks like it's going to be 4th and 2 or 3 yards for the Vikings offense. 4th and 2 now for the Vikings as they bring their offense back on the field after the timeout.
4th down and 2.
Babb and Herzog in the backfield. Scott, near your screen. Herzog in motion as they're going to roll out right with Anderson. Anderson's looking deep. He's got plenty of time in the back of the end zone. Wide open. I believe that's Munson with the touchdown. Pleasant Grove scores with 32 seconds left here in the third quarter. Wide open. Anderson had plenty of time. Great field position here for the Silverwolves as they take over on the 40-yard line. It's a handoff up the middle. And number 1, that is LeGrand Tavoya. As he gains 1 yard, it's going to be 2nd down and 9 for the Silverwolves. Third quarter is winding down now. Silverwolves try to get off at one last snap. Tavoya in motion. As Henderson rolls to his left, drops it off. And he dumps it off. It looks like a gain of 3. That is Jared Mooney on the completion.
Jared Mooney.
That's going to wrap up the third quarter, 14-14. Riverton locked up here with Pleasant Grove as we head into the fourth quarter. Beginning of the fourth quarter, it's 14-14. Pleasant Grove and Riverton. As it's 3rd and 5, it's going to be a handoff to Brown. Brown's going to meet a defender at the line of scrimmage as he bulldozes forward for a gain of 2 for the Riverton Silverwolves. Pleasant Grove Vikings offense takes the field. Anderson with Babb in the backfield. Just under 11 minutes here in the fourth quarter remaining. He's going to fake the handoff to Babb. He's going to roll out to the near side. He's looking across the middle. It's going to be complete as he breaks a few tackles. It's Dallin Hatch. Dallin Hatch dragging defenders across the 30-yard line. Looks like he's going to be down at the 32. First down, Vikings. Vikings offense is still rolling. Look for a heavy dose of Colton Babb here as he's in the backfield with Anderson. And here he goes, Babb right on cue at the outside. He's wrapped up as he crosses the 35-yard line. A gain of 3. It's going to be 2nd down and 7 for the Vikings.
Babb on the carry.
Anderson in the shotgun. Blitz coming. He fakes the handoff, comes around the other side, and he's breaking down the sideline as Colton Babb. He's breaking tackles, cuts it back, and he's going to get the first down as he crosses the 45-yard line. Looks like he's going to be down at about the 46, 47. And it's going to be a first down for the Vikings as Colton Babb, the workhorse, is still getting plenty of love from the Vikings offense. First and 10 from the 46. Low snap, handled by Anderson. It's going to hand off Colton Babb on the left side. He's going to be tripped up in the backfield. He's going to lose about 3 yards. It's going to be 2nd and long now as Colton Babb is tripped up in the backfield by the Riverton Silverwolves defense. 2nd down now and long for the Vikings. Anderson with Babb in the backfield with him. He's going to roll out to the near side, looking downfield. He's got a few receivers going to launch to the sideline. He's touched up. Skylar Munson's going to catch it around the 40 as he heads out of bounds. Great play there by Skylar Munson as he moves the chains for the Vikings. Momentum in the Vikings' favor here as Anderson lines up the shotgun. Babb in the backfield. He's got Munson near the near side. He's going to roll out far side. Blocker in front of him. He's going to get sacked at midfield. Great defensive play there. I believe
Anderson is sacked in the backfield by
number 10 there, Albert Ty of the Silverwolves. Great defensive play there on the sack at midfield. 2nd and long now for the Vikings. 2nd and long now for the Vikings. Babb in the backfield with Anderson. Anderson receives a low snap. Delayed handoff to Babb, and he's going to head upfield as he's looking for room. He's going to cross. Oh, did he get to the 45-yard line? It's going to be close. He's just shy as he gets to the 46-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and long for the Vikings. 3rd and 15 now for the Vikings. Babb in the backfield with Anderson. Bunch to the far side. Anderson's going to pass. He's looking downfield. He looks long. He's got his tight end Hatch, and it's incomplete. He's unable to corral, and there is flags on the play. It looks like it's going to be a pass interference call on the Silverwolves, and the home crowd does not like that call.
Flag on the play.
7:27 left here in the game, all tied up here, 14 all, as a pass interference call comes down.
1st and 10, Pleasant Grove.
The pass interference penalty will result in a first down for the Vikings. Huge penalty, as it's 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line for the Vikings. Bunch to the far side. Munson in the near side. Babb in the backfield with Anderson. It's going to be a handoff now to Babb. Babb stood up at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Looks like no gain. It's going to be 2nd and 10 now for the Vikings, as there's just over 7 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. 2nd 11 now for the Vikings. Babb in the backfield. Anderson in the shotgun, low snap. Fields it fine, steps up in the pocket. He's got plenty of pressure. He rolls out, evades the rush, but he can't get away. He tries to throw the ball away, and they're going to throw the flag. It looks like there's going to be a penalty in the backfield. We'll wait for the official call. It might be intentional grounding on Anderson as we await the official call. 3rd and 11 for the Vikings. Munson near side, bunch to the top. Anderson in the shotgun. He's got the blitz on. Pressure. He's going to step on the pocket and go deep. And he's throwing the ball away. Not sure if there was a receiver in the area. We'll wait for a flag. It doesn't look like there's going to be one, as Anderson was hustled out of the pocket. And it's going to be 4th and long for the Vikings. 4th and long. Offense is on the field still. 2 in the back. Anderson's going to stand back in the pocket. He's going to step up and roll out to his right, near side. He's looking downfield. He's going to go deep to Hatch. Hatch is unable to clear it. There is a flag on the play. It looks like Anderson was past the line of scrimmage on the pass. We'll see what the official call is, but it did look like he was past the line of scrimmage when he did pass the ball to Hatch downfield. So we wait the official call. That was 4th and long for the Vikings. 6:33 left here in the fourth quarter. We are all knotted up, 14. After a turnover on downs, Riverton takes over at the 36-yard line. Henderson under center, man in motion. And it looks like it's going to be a handoff as he cuts back and he's met by a few defenders. He might have gained a yard as he's swallowed up by the Vikings. Carry on the ball is number 7 for Riverton. That is Jared Mooney. Punt formation now for Riverton as they're going to play field position, 4th and 9. Munson back deep. It's on a bounce. He's going to rugby kick it. Munson back deep to field the punt. We're going to see if he can get to it in the air. It's on the bounce. It's going to bounce across the 20, take a favorable bounce, and it's going to be downed at the 21-yard line as the Vikings will take over the ball. 1st and 10, 21-yard line. 5:25 remaining here in the fourth quarter. All tied up 14. 1st and 10 now for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. From the 21-yard line, all knotted up 14. 5:25 left in the fourth quarter. It's going to be pitched outside to Babb. Babb's near side. He's going to cut it back, find some room, and he's going to be tripped up about the 25, 26-yard line. Looks like the 26 as he gets a 5-yard gain there by Colton Babb. 3rd and 5 now for the Vikings. Babb in the backfield. Anderson's back to pass. He's looking for Munson on the outside. Did he get 2 feet in? It looks like, in fact, did. It's going to be a 1st down, Vikings. Big 1st down there as Anderson hooks up with Munson, and he moves the chains. 1st down, Vikings. 1st and 15 now for the Vikings. 4:44 left here in the fourth quarter. Anderson the shotgun, low snap. He's going to hand it off to Babb. Babb is dragging defenders as he crosses the 35-yard line. And he's going to get past the original line of scrimmage. Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8 now for the Vikings. 2nd down now and 8 for the Vikings. Anderson, Babb in the backfield. Bunch to the near far side. Anderson's back. He doesn't see the rusher. It's going to be dumped off to Babb. And he's hit as he threw, unable to get it to Babb. And Anderson is face down on the turf. Tough blitz there by the Riverton Silverwolves. 3rd and 8 now for the Vikings. Munson near the side. Babb in the backfield with Anderson. Shotgun formation. Anderson to pass. He's got plenty of time. It's going to be picked off as it's an errant pass. It looks like some confusion there between Anderson and Scott on the far side. It's going to be picked off by Riverton. This could be the opportunity they need as it's 1st down and 10 from the 44-yard line for the Silverwolves. Big interception there for Riverton. Connor Henderson with the intercept for the Silverwolves. Connor Henderson, also the quarterback tonight for the Silverwolves. Big play. Henderson's going to hand off to the right side, or excuse me, up the middle. And he's going to be stopped up short for a gain of like 3 or 4 yards. Connor Henderson with a big interception. 2nd down now and 7. Henderson under center. He's going to hand off as he heads up the middle. He finds a few Viking defenders. He's wrapped up as he crosses the 40-yard line. Going to be down at the 39. 3rd and 4 for the Riverton Silverwolves. 3 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Henderson takes the snap. He's going to hand off up the middle, and he's stacked up just short of the first down. It's going to be close. Might be a half a yard shy. We'll see what the measurement officially brings. Riverton leaves their offense on the field as they go for on 4th and 1. 3 in the backfield. Henderson under center. Man in motion. It's going to be a pitch out to Tavoyo. Tavoyo's going to meet a defender, run over the top of him, and stretch the ball out. It looks like he's going to have the first down. Quite great second effort there by Tavoyo. Impressive run there. Excuse me, Stratton Brown. 1st and 10 now for the Silverwolves. Henderson catch up. It's a double handoff as Lavoie breaks a few tackles. He's running over defenders, crosses the 20-yard line, and it's going to be another first down as the Silverwolves are now driving on the Vikings defense. Great run there by Tavoyo. Henderson under center. He's going to hand off. B.J. Newman on the outside. He's got blockers and room. He's going to get down inside the 10 as he's cut down. It's going to be close to a first down. We'll see where they mark it.
B.J. Newman carries the ball.
3rd and inches for the Silverwolves. Inside the 10-yard line. Looking to score here with just over a minute. It's going to be a quarterback keeper as he heads up the middle. It's Henderson. Easily has the first down.
Connor
Henderson keeps it. He's going to be about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal for the Riverton Silverwolves with just over a minute left here in the fourth quarter. 1:11, all knotted up, 14 with the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Clock continues to run here as we near the 1-minute mark. Riverton, it's going to be a pitch to the outside, and he's going to meet a couple blockers, stretches out the ball, and that is a touchdown, Riverton Silverwolves. Big run play there by the Riverton Silverwolves. That is Stratton Brown, I believe, on the carry. Big time touchdown as we have 54 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. That might just do it for Riverton. 1st and 10 from the 17 for the Vikings. If anyone can lead them back, it's got to be Michael Anderson now with Babb in the backfield. He's going to roll out to his near side. He's looking downfield. Munson comes back. Anderson's going to keep as he crosses the 20. He's going to be dragged down at the 21-yard line inbounds, and the clock will run. It's down to 37 seconds now. Clock is running on the Vikings. Looks like this will be the last play of the game for the Vikings. 4th and 5, 11 seconds left. Anderson with Babb in the backfield. Anderson drops back. He's looking deep. He's going to step up. He's looking for the first down. He's going to run across the 30-yard line, and he's going to have the first down. And he's going to have 4 seconds left. One last play for the Vikings. 4 seconds left here. One last hope. Michael Anderson drops back. He's looking deep. He's going to huck it deep. He's got a tight spiral. All you got to do is knock it down. It's going to be picked off by the Silverwolves as he nails the ball. That's going to be the ball games as Riverton wins this 4A matchup 21-14 on an interception. Great defensive battle here by the Riverton Silverwolves. Definitely a deserved victory, 21-14 over the Pleasant Grove Vikings. The Riverton Silverwolves couldn't ask for a better homecoming as they're victorious 21-14 tonight over the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Led by Connor Henderson and Stratton Brown with the go-ahead touchdown with under a minute left, they went up 21-14. They were able to hold Colton Babb and Michael Anderson in check for most of the night, as well as Skylar Munson, which has been hard to do for many teams this season. It's a homecoming night, the victory's in the air, and I'd like to thank you for watching. I'm Stephen Cruz with Xfinity On Demand and High School Rewind.